Jacob Trevor, a renowned YouTube content creator, has made a name for himself with his thrilling videos centered around skydiving, aviation, and snowboarding. By January 2022, his YouTube channel boasted an impressive 100,000 subscribers, a testament to his exciting adventures and captivating storytelling. However, the prominent YouTuber, known for his daring stunts and captivating content, is facing a potential 20-year jail sentence for a jaw-dropping video that has taken the internet by storm. In an adrenaline-pumping display of courage and theatrics, Jacob staged a mid-airplane crash that left viewers on the edge of their seats. The heart-pounding video, titled "I Crashed My Airplane," has already captivated the imagination of nearly 3 million viewers since its release in November 2021. And beyond the views, it is attracting some severe consequences now. Join us in this video as we see how this YouTuber destroyed his career in one video. Airplane crash. The footage unfolds as Jacob, a 29-year-old daredevil, appears to grapple with engine trouble while soaring over the picturesque landscapes of Southern California. In a heart-stopping moment, Jacob ejects from the single-engine plane with a selfie stick, firmly in hand, descending gracefully into the lush wilderness of the Los Padres National Forest. Cameras positioned strategically within the aircraft document its tumultuous descent into the forest and its inevitable collision with the earth. As the saga continues, Jacob takes on the role of an intrepid explorer, capturing every moment of his incredible journey. He documents his struggles as he navigates the dense undergrowth and treacherous terrain, all while grappling with his own thirst and disorientation. Viewers are treated to updates on his quest for survival as he forges through poison oak, conquers rugged hills, and searches tirelessly for signs of civilization. How did all this begin? Let's look at this story in detail. Trevor Daniel Jacob, born on August 6, 1993, is a multifaceted American talent. He's not just a snowboard cross champion, but also an intrepid extreme sports enthusiast, a captivating YouTuber, and even a former pilot. Trevor proudly donned the colors of the United States in the thrilling realm of snowboarding during the 2014 Winter Olympics. Among his prized possessions was a Taylorcraft BL65, a vintage gem from 1940, registered under the call sign N29508. However, a cloud of intrigue hung over one fateful day in Jacob's aviation journey. On the 24th of November in 2021, Jacob embarked on a solo flight adventure from the Lompoc Airport, announcing his mission to scatter the ashes of his dear friend, Johnny Strange, over the majestic Mammoth Mountain. The aircraft he chose for this poignant journey had seen better days, described by sources at Lompoc Airport as in need of major maintenance. What set this flight apart was Jacob's unconventional choice of attire. While pilots usually don't sport bulky skydiving parachutes, Jacob donned one for this flight. The cramped confines of the Taylorcraft, with its standard seats, made this choice a head-turner. But Jacob had a purpose, equipped with several digital cameras and a selfie stick. He aimed to capture every thrilling moment of the journey for his YouTube audience. However, the flight took an unexpected turn when the engine sputtered to a halt. In a heart-pounding moment, Jacob made a daring decision. He parachuted out of the stricken aircraft, executing a flawless landing despite the awkward parachute gear. Onlookers watched in awe as the unoccupied aircraft descended and crashed into the uninhabited scrubland of the Los Padres National Forest near Nucoyama, California. The aircraft sustained significant damage, marking the end of its storied journey. Remarkably, Jacob managed to make his way to the crash site after his graceful descent. He hiked out of the wilderness and calmly explained that the engine had failed, leaving his audience intrigued and captivated by his story. A month later, Jacob released a meticulously edited video on his YouTube channel, chronicling the dramatic events of that fateful day. However, the video left aviation enthusiasts and experts puzzled. It notably omitted any footage of the aircraft's controls or engine instruments during the engine failure. Furthermore, viewers were left baffled, as Jacob did not appear to engage in basic aviation emergency procedures. There was no attempt to restart the engine, no contact with air traffic control, and no evident effort to initiate a forced landing, despite potential landing sites being visible. These conspicuous omissions led to widespread skepticism within the aviation community. Many suspected that the crash might have been an elaborate and deliberate publicity stunt designed to capture the attention of Jacob's devoted followers. In response to the growing doubts, Jacob vehemently denied any allegations of intentionally leaving the aircraft to crash. He calmly stated, people can believe whatever they choose, leaving the truth of that extraordinary flight suspended in the realm of speculation and intrigue. Jacob's skydiving, aviation, and snowboarding exploits continued to capture the imagination of his audience, but the mystery of that November day in the skies over California remained an enigma, forever etched in the annals of aviation lore. Investigation. 2 days after the unfortunate accident, Jacob dutifully reported the incident to the National Transportation Safety Board, or NTSB, setting into motion a series of events that would unravel the mysteries surrounding his fateful flight. The NTSB, known for its meticulous investigations into transportation incidents, immediately sprang into action, ordering Jacob to preserve the wreckage for examination and share all of his video footage of the incident. Without hesitation, Jacob agreed to cooperate fully. The NTSB's involvement in this case was somewhat unusual, as they typically focus their efforts on investigating transportation mishaps that involve serious injuries, flight control issues, or significant property damage beyond the aircraft itself. However, they recognized that something out of the ordinary had occurred and felt compelled to dig deeper. 3 days later, another key player entered the scene: the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA. With their jurisdiction extending into aviation matters, the FAA initiated their own investigation. Jacob, ever the willing participant in the pursuit of truth, informed both the NTSB and FAA that he could not recall the precise location of the crash site, despite having hiked to and from the scene to retrieve his cameras. This puzzling lapse in memory only deepened the mystery. In yet another twist, the U.S. Forest Service revealed that the aircraft wreckage had mysteriously vanished from Los Padres National Forest before Jacob's YouTube video was posted. This bizarre twist left investigators scratching their heads, wondering how an entire wreckage could vanish without a trace, and when questioned about this development, Jacob offered no plausible explanation for the wreck's apparent disappearance. As the investigations progressed, the FAA arrived at a troubling conclusion in April 2022. They determined that Jacob had indeed abandoned his aircraft with the sole purpose of capturing the crash on camera. The rationale rested on several key points: Jacob's decision to open the cabin door before the alleged engine failure, the absence of any emergency landing attempts, communication with air traffic control, or efforts to restart the engine. Furthermore, Jacob's unaccompanied retrieval of the onboard cameras and aircraft wreckage, followed by their disposal, raised significant red flags. In response, the FAA revoked Jacob's private pilot certificate, a harsh consequence for actions they deemed careless or reckless, so as to endanger life or property of another. They also ruled that he would be ineligible to apply for a new certificate for a year, further restricting his aviation pursuits. May 11, 2023, marked a pivotal moment in this unfolding drama. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Central District of California dropped a bombshell, announcing Jacob's guilty plea to a felony charge, destruction and concealment, with the intent to obstruct a federal investigation. In a startling revelation, Jacob admitted to misleading federal investigators, submitting a false aircraft accident report and falsely claiming that he had parachuted from his plane due to engine failure, unable to find a safe landing spot. Perhaps the most astonishing revelation of all was Jacob's confession that he, along with an unnamed accomplice, had orchestrated the secret airlifting of the wreckage to the Rancho Sisquoc area on December 10, 2021. Subsequently, Jacob covertly transported the wreckage to a hangar at Lompoc Airport, where he meticulously dismantled it and disposed of the pieces at various locations, all without authorization. Astoundingly, he managed to pull off this elaborate scheme while simultaneously misleading investigators about the whereabouts of the wreckage. Jacob's motive, unveiled during his confession, cast a shadow over the entire saga. He disclosed that his elaborate ruse had been driven by a desire to earn commissions from the Ridge, the wallet seller who had sponsored his video. The gravity of Jacob's actions did not go unnoticed. The crime he had committed carried a maximum penalty of 20 years in federal prison. However, a plea agreement had been reached, ensuring that Jacob would serve no more than 24 months behind bars. Additionally, he could face fines of up to $250,000, or twice the gross gain or gross loss resulting from the offense, whichever is greatest. Furthermore, Jacob's aviation ambitions would be put on hold. Following his release from prison, he would be barred from applying for a pilot's license during his probation or parole period. In this intricate tale of deception, the quest for truth led to unexpected revelations, ultimately reshaping the course of Jacob's life. What do you think the outcome of all these would be? Let us know down in the comments section.